back. I'm going to listen back a little bit and find the place to splice.
Like maybe 10 seconds before the door slam.
Well, I actually stopped recording before that. Stop it. Time. And then just do time. I gotta change that. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to...
What the fuck?
That was yours. That was yours. It smells like you farted out of your mouth.
I swear to God, do that again. I'll slam the door next time.
I have been like that for a month.
That smells like you farted out of your mouth.
It's been a
You need
month.
to fucking eat more cinnamon.
Aside from Uncle Tony. And then who...
It's my medicine. It's what does it to me.
Normally he plays in Tidy Whities, but
Is there anything I can
Friday
do to
night
help?
he
Like,
played in
I will
a
provide you
multicolored
a lifetime
Speedo.
supply of Tums.
Stop giving me bitch face. Give me
Oh,
doe
it
eyes.
Yeah.
was.
Wait, hey,
But I
guys,
said-
hold on a second. I think our
Well, that's because you don't pay.
dude stripped down.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was. I sent you.
Played in a multicolored Speedo.
Was it a banana hammock or a Speedo?
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was. I sent you.
Sorry.
I've had allergy medicine.
Oh, okay.
Join the club, brother.
All right, that should be better.
I'm super tired head right now.
Okay, hold on. Let me put this.
And Shelly's giving me bitch face.
Pictures.
Oh, I didn't see.
Well,
The vocalist actually called out and say, "Hey, get us each 10 bit." Anyway, the dude lead vocalist in
To clear monsters, I guess.
to clear monsters. What do you mean by that?
Kill them.
Okay,
So it's like Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
we can still. We
Monster
can still
Hunter?
play with this. We can still play with this.
You can still play with that.
We'll talk about.
My dingling.
I just didn't want the chicken nugget thing to happen again.
Yeah, I won't.
Chicken nugget.
That shit won't ever happen again.
That's weird. Okay, so starting back in 5, 4, 3, 2, erect penis. So as I was saying, the dude lead vocalist of this band has an interest in someone we know. He's actually asked her out several times in the past after shows, and she keeps telling him no. And again, this happened on Friday night. And of course, she had the same response.
She's just a cute person. I like her a lot, and I can see why.
Yeah. She said, well, if anything, he's persistent, but she's doesn't have a chance in hell with her.
I am strongly of the mind that Robotuner really likes drama.
No, I don't.
I
Sorry.
think you like it a lot.
That's why he dates you.
Motherfucker.
Whoa.
That's some rude ass shit right there. I'm the least dramatic.
Wait, hold on.
person in
Hold
this
on. I
room.
have proof.
I'm the least
I
dramatic
didn't
person
come.
in this
I didn't
room.
come with an empty gun. Okay. Let me say, what was it that you said? Just that you would miss about sushi if she passed away.
I said banter.
No, you didn't say banter. That's not what we talked about.
Her laugh.
Her giving you shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that's
not
another.
drama.
That's another way of saying that.
That is
not
drama. That is drama.
Whatever.
To hell with that.
It's-
Are you saying that I live in my own soap opera and I create it myself?
Do you know how you get high off of bitching?
Oh my god.
He gets high off of people making fun of him and bitching at him.
I almost would like to agree
That's
with
why-
you on that.
If people make fun of me on publicly and on recorded media, I just turn it into an auto-tune song.
That's right.
He does do
Yes.
that.
Except I haven't heard any of your auto tunes from Shelly.
Well,
Don't give him any ammunition to do things like that.
It would be fucking hilarious.
I want him to do one for you.
That's fine.
I'll just do one from our show. That way I can incorporate everyone, even Alex.
Yay.
Yay!
He's
Okay.
like, why am I even here?
So back to Friday night. After the Wee Beasties finished on stage, and yes, both their vocalists became fully clothed as soon as they were done. Again, it's not like they walked around the place and her mini skirt and fishnets, and with him in his case is multicolored banana hammock. And then finally,
Which was stunning, by the way.
oh, you saw the video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shelly actually sent it to me this time.
that's something. that old band is something else. There's only been one band in the last 20 years or so that I have seen in a similar act as them, and they were also a Denton band. They were called the Dooms UK, and there actually is video footage from one of their gigs in the late 90s that is still surfaced on YouTube, along with the album that they released. They didn't have quite as many members, though. I think they only had 6 versus the Wee Beasties, and they're 10. Anyway, so then Uncle Toasty took the stage. I've actually seen them at all of their gigs. Well, with the exception, they played it a second time for their Dallas release at the Double Wide. I didn't go to that.
You motherfucker.
But I went to the Fort Worth one. That's one of the counts. Anyway. Yeah, it was actually your first time to see them too, Sushi.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. They're very loud and chaotic, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's all that, which is by design. That's the kind of sound that Jeff Chase Friedman was going for whenever he put this band together. In fact, I was privileged enough to hear some early demos around the start of the pandemic, around May of 2020, of their stuff. And I bought one of their vinyls, and they all signed it. I actually bought it from Amy, his girlfriend,
Yeah.
who was working the merch booth that evening. And she said, no, trust me, if you want them to sign it, buy it now, because by the time we're done, they're going to be too blitzed.
Yeah, well, they were probably just high off of their CD, or, record release.
Yeah.
And so I think they'd be exhausted after that,
Yeah, I imagine so. Who wouldn't be?
Mm-hmm.
And we got to see a lot of cool people that we haven't seen for a while too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dustin's wife Jennifer was there. Her BFF Allie was there. We got to see Seth and Leaf. I haven't seen them in over a year. Yeah. And of course Jay Smith, she was there. One of Susie's good friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I hung out with Susie and Jay Smith.
Yeah, and Katie, her youngest daughter, was there too for a little while, but I didn't see her after the Go-Go Rose left.
Yeah, she needed to go. She was ready to go home.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
I didn't see her past after we first got there. Yeah. She also has quite of a drive, though. She was in Dallas. I know that, with her fiance.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can hear about all their antics on Fort Worth Famous. Fort Worth Famous. Love you, mean it. Why are you making that face? Did someone fart again?
Nope.
Okay.
Ye who said it, spread it.
Or he who smelt it dealt it. Either one works. So, that was Friday night. It was a lot of fun. And we also... Shelly had to have her obligatory after the bars closed trip to Whataburger. Neat.
Son of a...
Why is that so funny? I was just mentioning it.
Because he knows what I got.
A taquito?
Fuck.
You're dead to me.
Y'all go out there all the time, and I don't hardly ever go anywhere.
Such a lie.
Whatever.
Son of a bitch.
Hey,
We eat at home a lot.
we do, and that's a good thing. Much cheaper that way. And plus, Shelly's an awesome cook. You guys are
Now
witnesses
you're
to it
fucking
too,
lying.
because you guys eat her food every Sunday when you're here.
Can you believe he's lying to her face? Shelly's not a good cook. She also likes the monkeys.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alex. Next time that you guys come over, you can cook for
It's
everybody.
for you.
What the fuck is that?
It's yours. Take it.
Are you up to the challenge?
A rusty nail?
Yeah, that's your Christmas present.
Why are That's weird.
That's fucked up. Alex, you totally didn't hear what I said.
Oh, I did. I just chose to ignore it.
No, so you're not up to the challenge then. So shut the fuck up.
Oh, I told you to STFU.
You know what? Okay.
So that was Friday. Saturday was my gracious occasion of celebratory coinciding with my biological independence. My birthday.
Obnoxious.
Yeah, and I...
No, just overly the longest way that you could actually say that, the simplest phrase.
And my boy cooked you ribs.
Yeah, he did an awesome
and,
job too.
We had
Sure,
macaroni
sure
and
did.
cheese, potato salad,
Potato salad.
and we went and got you ice cream cakes from Marble Slab.
Cold Stone. I thought. Was it Cold Stone or Marble Slab? Marble
Aren't
Slab.
they the same thing?
Marble slob.
Slab? No, they're two different competing
Then
stores,
guess
I
it's
thought.
Cold Stone. I don't know. We've got
Okay.
it some, and they were delicious.
Yeah,
of
they
them was
were.
a coffee, and one of them was a cookie.
Cookie
dough.
dough. That was. They were both excellent.
Yeah.
He did great.
What did I get you for your birthday?
It actually came yesterday.
Did you bring it to the podcast?
No, it's outside. I mean, it's
Motherfucker.
inside.
Wow.
So I
Poor Gary.
have a new puppet. Skip is not alone anymore. He now has a friend. His name is Gary.
Gary Busey?
I haven't given him a last name yet, actually. No, not Gary Busey. So I've already given him a backstory. He used to work as a night shift machinist at a CNC company.
What in the fuck?
Lived in a double wide trailer until Sushi purchased him as my birthday present. Now he lives here.
Gary Grabass.
No, not Grabass. I gotta give him a witty nickname like like Skip's last name is Redstone.
Are you saying that Grabass is not witty?
How
Are you
about
saying I'm
Well,
not
that's
funny?
more of an insult. That doesn't really
How
sound
about
like a
that?
last name.
How about-
Redstone does.
Gary Girl Grabber?
Girl, no.
Gary Marlborough.
Marlboro, no. That would get me banned just by the name alone, or increase the probability of it again. Jeez, that's another thing. I know we didn't do a show last week, guys, but
How about
my TikTok account got suspended for almost a week from doing live
how
streams.
about Pretty Gary 13?
That all sounds like a username. I don't want to give him a username for his real name.
It's
Actual
PG,
name.
It'd be PG-13.
What's the name of that song that they sing or that song that's playing when that guy's like, "Would you fuck me?" Oh, you
Goodbye Horses?
Gary.
Yeah.
No, that isn't gonna
I
work.
don't know.
I can't remember the name of the artist that sings the song, but it's Goodbye, Horses.
Will you fuck me? I don't.
No,
They mar-
you
Gary-
guys it's
I
from
could see- I could
Silence of the Lambs is the movie it's
See
from.
Gary being kind of like that dude.
Like Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Gary Buffalo.
Anyway, so that was my the Christmas shit. That was my birthday present from Sushi. Well, also the other half of another Christmas and birthday gift is our trip to Toronto that we're going on next month. That's gonna be so cool.
Yep.
I can't wait for that.
I'm all excited.
Why are you giving that look?
I don't know. I just feel weird about going there right now with everything.
Well, because of what's going on in Europe right now.
Yeah.
We could all hear you.
We're having a podcast, guys.
I know.
What are y'all
Why isn't
doing?
it clicking?
I'm trying to figure something out.
It's not
Anyway.
Clearly
clicking.
figure something out.
Right.
How did you do that?
There's a
Oh.
button that says rest.
Oh. Okay.
And then you click on the enemy.
What?
He's playing a game.
What game are y'all playing?
Some strategy game, top down.
Top
It's called
down.
Monster Clearer.
Monster clear. These monsters clear checks that are written.
I fucking wish.
That would be a boring ass game.
Not if you're into taxes.
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 Oh. Taxes. Okay, not Texas.
Taxes.
Yeah. So anyway, these two dudes and
Don't use my real name.
Kinja have been here since yesterday, and we've been celebrating. Been having a lot of good times.
I made Shelly Punch because we're not going to call it sangria because it went way past sangria. When I got
Oh,
it.
because of how strong it is, yeah.
Well, no, because of what I did to it. Because sangria
I
has.
think
a little-
eventually it turned into just basically water we replenished with alcohol.
Yes.
Hmm.
Or ginger ale that we just kept putting alcohol in.
So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I was actually the first one to tap out last night because I didn't sleep well the night before.
Pussy.
Yeah, shut up. You weren't there. Well, it wasn't the how late we stayed up on Friday. It was how early got up on Saturday because of a whole bunch of stuff happening.
What do you mean?
I only got like 5.5 hours sleep.
We went to bed at 2.
No, it was like almost 3. It was 2:30 when we got home. It was 2:45, almost 3 o'clock before I went to sleep.
I was up way before you.
Yeah, I don't know how you. I don't know how you would have been able to function yesterday, as long as you did, because I couldn't. Anyway, and my ass went to bed at 10. Lame, I know.
I kept asking them what time it was, and they kept telling me it was like 10:30. I said, "Oh, you mean 11:30?"
Yeah, because of the time change, right?
No, because I was gonna go in there and wake you up.
Oh.
And at midnight, because it was past your birthday.
Oh. Say happy birthday.
No, I was.
Oh.
No, this was
Oh.
me after your birthday.
Oh, I see.
I was
Messing with
like,
me.
go in there and go do the dishes now.
Just, I'll do it when I wake up.
Just kidding.
No, she wasn't.
Mm. So you say.
So you say.
All right, so this is when you guys get to chime in. So, as you can imagine, on TikTok, it's a good way to meet people all across the globe, and I've met quite a few.
Oh God.
I've met some people from the UK, from Scotland, from England, from Scotland, from Canada, from Norway, South Africa, and most recently, from Germany. Sushi, why don't you indulge everybody what you witnessed today?
He would like for you to talk about him.
Okay, I will.
Well, because you're gonna tell the story a lot better than I would. Because
So I'm sitting there, and out of my left ear, I could hear someone trying desperately to speak very preschool-like German, because he honestly thinks he can speak every language out there, because he tries really hard, and he researches it. So to give you credit, you do go and look stuff up and try to learn it. So he's sitting there and he's talking to someone. I can hear them. They're speaking a totally different language. And I was like, that's interesting. And then all of a sudden he starts speaking, very beginner's German. And I'm going, what the hell? And then this German lady's talking back to him. And I'm like, holy shit, he's talking to somebody in Germany. And lo and behold, he totally was. Now, she knew a little bit of English, but, of course, Robotumer knows a little bit of German. But anyway, it was an interesting conversation to listen to. They were shocked that he knew a little bit of German, for that matter. And he knew a lot about their country and all this other kind of stuff. And it sounded like they were interested in what he was saying. So it was kind of a cool interaction.
Yeah, and I told him that in Texas there were a lot of German settlers, and mainly in New Braunfels, Fredericksburg, and Brennan. Those were the three main ones.
Yeah, it was a neat interaction to listen to. And then he went from Skip to Gary, and then back to Skip.
Hi, my name's Gary.
Yeah, that's Gary's voice.
No, I'm Skip. I'm Skip Redstone.
So I think it's, the funniest thing is Aunt Donna and I'll be sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden you'll start a live stream and you'll start talking to people, and it's very entertaining because, number one, you're funny, and number two, the people in the room, interact with you right back.
Yeah.
And you just keep slinging them. But here's another thing too, when you are playing with Skip the puppet, it's like people want to look at the puppet. They don't even think about you.
Yeah.
And
that's what's great about it.
Yeah, I was like, I am not doing that. So I always look at you when you try to start talking to me with Skip, because I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. Not today.
And I
Skip.
think it's hilarious too.
Yeah.
I mean, even whenever I'm not live streaming with him, I have him on my hand, messing with him. I try to have him talk to you, and you don't even.
I know. I'm like, not
you don't
today.
even play along. Not today, Satan.
Yeah. But when he got Gary,
You hear that? He just openly admits Skip Satan.
I was like, when he got Gary, I was like, oh, this is cool. And I said, don't you want to do an introduction? He's like, yeah. So we built this temporary
like puppet stage almost.
Puppet stage, and he was playing with both of them, and we recorded it like 500 times, and finally got it right.
Wasn't that many? He was like 10, but still.
They obviously know I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I looked at Robotuner, and I was like, are we adults playing pretend right now?
And I
What
said,
is
yes,
happening?
we totally are. We aren't the only one.
I felt like a little kid playing with toys. It was kind of fun.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
I actually have told some of my regulars, or Skip's regulars rather, that I'd be willing to do a face reveal if I got 5,000 followers. So I just got to post a video
That's cool.
campaigning that.
You know that video that we posted with Skip, and he was like, "Draw me, draw me."
Yeah.
I've gotten more followers because of that video. Not even kidding.
Huh.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if the dude actually did draw him.
No, it was a woman, and no, she hasn't drawn Skip
Okay.
yet.
Well, I'm sure she gets tons of requests because those kind of channels are super popular with
Oh,
the
yeah.
masses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and especially as grow pages too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
I am Lord. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. She actually parodied that in real life. Recorded like a 5-second video of her saying that.
It's so funny.
It is. So that's what this weekend has been.
So, you got anything, Thunder?
Oh yeah, what they actually did for you today. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
What did we do for you?
We fixed her car.
Oh yeah, we fixed her.
Well, to be fair, this is her Chrysler PT Cruiser 2005 that has not been driven for almost 3 years now.
Yeah, the convertible. And I was like, I really want this car to work. I was so excited, and it's like 75% of the way done. I just have a few things to do to it, and I can actually get it inspected and tagged, and then drive it, make it my regular driver like I did before. I got to get it cleaned, but that's something different. You don't have to have it cleaned to get it.
Alex has
drivable.
actually gotten pretty good at working on cars.
Yeah, he did amazing. He took the fender off and lined it up good, and he's got a great, teacher, so that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, if you were in college, you could be a body shop apprentice.
I could.
Those guys make some good money.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. It just.
I know, and it's not your cup. It's not your career path.
It's not even that. It's just. I don't want to do that all the time.
Yeah, it's hard work, dude.
I
It
like
really
I like
is.
working on cars. To an extent.
Yeah, just not for a living. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally
Usually
get that.
most of my projects take a day, and then that's it.
Yeah, I was amazed at how much
Ow!
you
Sorry.
got done.
Dope.
It was a lot, so
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative.
Dad and I are efficient. We don't like to spend more than one day on a
Thank
project.
God. Thank God.
Yeah, efficiency is key for this kind of stuff. That
Ain't
is
that
the
right,
truth.
Dad?
That's right.
That's right. Wait, that's
So,
right.
let's talk about, and Matt,
Robotumer?
Robotuner. I'm surprised you didn't bring this up. I wanted to talk about the new trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's so good.
What?
I know.
Watch
so
it.
good.
Watch it right now.
I've been so busy.
Can
at
we
work.
put it up on the screen for him to watch right now?
We can pause it.
No, Oh, hold on. Oh yeah. You mean a separate browser window?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do that.
I don't think it's gonna play through the headphones.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
I can just watch it on my laptop.
Yeah, watch it right now. Because Dustin is, while you're watching it, Dustin is the one that sent it to us. He's like, have you watched this yet?
Yeah,
And I was
like within the hour that it dropped.
Yeah, and I was like, no. So I went and watched it, and I was like, man, it gave me the chills. It just
I didn't know how it was
did.
gonna be because it was a different director, but I'm digging it right now.
Yeah, I'm totally digging it.
Yeah. I already have higher hopes that it's going to be better than the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, for
Yeah,
sure.
and we get to see. Okay, actually,
Well, I know they've been making it a lot longer than the Book of Boba Fett.
I think that
I think they
also-
have like total 5 or 6 episodes.
I think the Book of Boba Fett needed a like
Which
a
one is it,
long
Alex?
introduction anyway.
It's
Yeah, I can
Because
see that.
who knows a lot about Boba Fett? No one.
Go to
Boba
YouTube.
Fett had, a few places in the movie, but like unless you're a diehard Star Wars fan, you don't know much about Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
So I think he needed that long introduction, and I think he needed to have the show that he had, and hopefully they have a second season. That will be great.
Either that or they'll have a third Mandalorian season that he'll be a bit of a prominent character in. Just like he was on the second
Is it this one?
Yeah.
season. I mean, the third season Mandalorian, that's what I meant.
This
yeah.
one?
yeah.
So you you switched me while I was yawning.
Oh, sorry. That was not intentional.
This guy.
I'll adjust your eyeballs to this shit right here.
This guy.
Stay hidden.
This guy. Sorry.
The key to hunting Jedi is patience.
Yeah, I've already got the
Jedi
chills.
cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
This is a show, right? It's not a movie.
Yes,
It's a show,
it's a
yeah.
limited series. I think there are only 5 or 6 total episodes.
Yeah.
I figured it was, but
That's how many there are going to be, yeah.
that's gonna be bittersweet, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know what happens. It's kind of like watching the prelude, the trilogy of the first 3 movies.
Yeah.
You already knew what was gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, but it's
So-
nice to watch the story.
No,
that
it is.
leads
Don't
up
get me
to
wrong.
it,
I
yeah.
just, I just I hope that it doesn't go into the show like when you went into Phantom Menace. You were like, oh, there's Anakin. He's a little kid who turns out to be a mass murderer.
Yeah.
In episode 3, he doesn't disappoint when he kills a bunch of Padawans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That was my favorite of
I
the
just-
episodes 1 through 3 was 3.
I wish that Obi-Wan did not go out in such a kind of a bitch way.
Yeah. I agree.
Have you guys seen the fan retooling of the
Yeah.
final duel between him and
Yeah.
Darth Vader?
That was
Episode 4? Yeah.
way better. Way better.
Yeah, just imagine if that kind of technology existed in the 70s, people would have lost their fucking minds.
Oh yeah.
I need to watch that. I'll watch that after the show.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it came out a few years ago, I think around 2019. Yeah, it was totally fan done. And
Fandom menace.
ha ha.
Boom.
Joke's on you is from A New Hope.
I know, but I
Yeah.
made the joke anyway.
Yes, you did.
Fucker.
Did you see that
Fukara?
video of the guy who said all the names of the shows were wrong? And he
Yeah, I've
did
seen
them all.
that. Yeah, thanks for attending my TED Talk.
So yeah, that was, believe it or not, Shell, that was my first quarter panel we replaced.
Oh wow.
Believe it or not, mine too.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, because you
I-
usually stick to holes and halves, don't you? Instead of quarters.
Motherfucker. No, honestly though. Oh god dang.
Got that, man.
Honestly,
Whoa.
You gave it all.
right.
You were not holding anything back on that one.
honestly, I thought it was gonna be harder. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was hard. I thought it was harder.
That's what
Huh.
she said.
What are we talking about now?
That's
quarter
what she
panel.
Quarter
said.
panel on her PT Cruiser you guys replaced today. And thank you for doing that. That gets the heat off of myself. Actually, no, it still doesn't.
There was no fucking heat on you.
Yeah, there was, because you'd asked me for over a year if I would get it done. Or if I would pay somebody to get it
Her
done.
words were 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Hasn't been driven in 3 as a regular driver.
Yeah.
Because that's whenever Markham got his, when he got his Dart.
I mean, it's
You
still
start
it
driving
still
it.
needs parts replaced. It needs a power steering pump replaced. I think the turbo's going out. So
Again?
Yep. Got to get that looked at.
Man, that's going to be expensive.
Well, I mean, if they pull the engine, they'll have to do the power steering pump and the turbo at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, the turbo as a part, I mean, is expensive.
It's like $900.
Yeah.
Well, it's only $900.
Well, I mean, it's better than a whole brand new car.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
It's only 900.
Anyway,
Maybe if you can find a rebuilt one, or not a
you don't want
an
to
aftermarket.
You don't want a rebuilt turbo. It's not a good thing.
Well, might as well replace the whole damn transmission then.
Why would I replace the transmission?
Well, because it costs just about as much. Actually, no, it costs more. If the
There's
transmission
nothing
on your
wrong
car.
with the transmission.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if the transmission on your car goes out on a year like that, it's not even worth fixing up, because it'll cost more to fix up than it's even worth, than what the car's even worth.
He does have a point.
But the transmission's not going
I
out.
know, that's what I'm saying. You should be lucky, but still, that's a big chunk of change.
So weird. Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, fuck him for trying to look out for you.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, 60-year-old plumbing. Totally shattered Shelly's car dreams.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else?
Penis.
No.
We can get started.
With what?
Sushi
Oh,
news.
bow.
What
Find
the
out.
hell do you think we... What do we come here for?
Not you.
Live from the dungeon at Castle Fujiwa, it's Sushi News.
It is.
Your source for news when there's not a damn thing else on. Not a damn thing. And I'm telling you, the ring-a-ling, the dang thing is not on. Ready? Go.
Street hiding secret that it's so haunted you have to sign waiver to move there.
Sign a waiver to move to a particular street?
Yes.
That is some fucked up shit. That's like electricians working on panels that are by Federated Engineering or whatever, the faulty breakers that didn't flip if they got too hot.
Right. Wingates Grove in West Houghton, Bolton, is said to be haunted by a malevolent spirit believed to have attached itself to a row of council houses throughout the 1990s. So a seemingly innocuous street is hiding a secret. It's so haunted you have to sign a waiver to move there. Wingate, I'm not going to say that again, was said to be haunted by a poltergeist throughout the 1990s, terrifying all those who lived in it. This is from the Manchester Evening News.
Yeah. Oh, so Manchester, England. Okay.
Yeah.
The county in England. Yes.
Yeah.
Not the city, right?
Sure.
Okay.
The
Well,
malevolent spirit was said to have attached itself to a row of council houses and tormented families for years. The hauntings reputedly became so frightening, Bolton Council was forced to intervene, but staff couldn't find a rational explanation for what was going on. At one stage, an exorcism was carried out, and all paranormal activity on the street is now thought to have ceased. Even so, years after the last ghostly goings-on, one resident was still made to sign a disclaimer form before moving into her home. It all started in 1993 when one family started experiencing bizarre activity. It was said that their toddler would talk to a little man in his room and an oil-type substance would run down the walls. The
oil
incidents...
substance?
Yeah.
What the hell?
The incidents reportedly
Weird.
baffled maintenance workers who could not determine the cause of the issues. Probably a dead body in the wall.
Damn. The
The
dead
fa-
body.
Yeah, the family
That's fucked
eventually contacted a local church, and an exorcism was carried out at the address. Following the ritual, the street fell quiet, but just 5 years later, in 1999, a flurry of supernatural activity would begin again. Just 2 doors down from the original haunted house, a family started experiencing strange disturbances. They had not long moved into the address when the unexplained activity began. Laura was 12 years old when she moved into the property. The now 34-year-old said she knew something was wrong with the home as soon as the family arrived. Speaking to the Manchester Evening News, she said, "I begged my mom not to move in. I didn't like the feel of it. I didn't feel comfortable, but when we got our stuff in, it faded a bit. When things started happening, my mom would say it was the ghost of my granddad, but I said it wasn't. I just knew there was something there. It felt like I was walking into someone's personal space. I didn't want to walk through the door." Laura remembers the first supernatural occurrence like it was yesterday. She was with her older brother and a friend when the incident happened. The siblings decided to play a prank on their pal who was sleeping in the living room. As they ran back upstairs, her brother let out a blood-curdling scream. He had cut his foot open on a picture frame that was standing on the staircase.
Ow.
It had been hanging on the wall just moments before and had not fallen down. We had literally just walked on the stairs, and if it fell, it wouldn't stand up, Laura continued. If he stood on it, it would have slipped. It was like a force was holding it in place. That was one of the first scary things that happened. So she goes on to talk about how many scary things have happened in this house. Her nephew would speak to someone called him the big guy. Her mother heard disembodied voices. Let's see what else. Her nephew, who kept talking to this big guy, would go to the same place and point his finger right up to the corner. Then her brother, who she heard the door open and a set of keys placed on the hook and footsteps in the kitchen. And when she went to check 20 minutes later, her brother walked through the door again. And she was like, as I got to the top of the stairs, I saw him and asked him if he had just gone back out. And he said literally he just gotten home. Let's see. Yeah. So that's it. I mean, that's the majority of it. There, you have to sign. It says they wanted me to sign a slip of paper. I quite liked it. I've heard tales that there's meant to be an old man.
Liked it?
Yeah.
Somebody cut their fucking foot open and you liked it?
No, they just like the fact that it's haunted.
Oh.
I've heard tales that there's meant to be an old man walking around on the landing, but we're quite happy here. I think it's quite novel. I quite like it. It's a selling point for me.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When the exorcists showed up, how many calories were burnt?
God.
Wow.
Sweating to the ghoulies.
It's crazy. A lot of council workers wouldn't go there, but she's not felt anything since living there. She's had pets like dogs, and they never been freaked out. She says, "I'm open to it. I'm not a disbeliever. I believe it when I see it." That's the kind of person I am.
This is in Manchester, you say?
Manchester,
Manchester, England. For my friends across the pond.
What a way! If you wanted to get a particular type of person to live on the street, advertise that street's haunted, and you'll get those people there.
Yeah, like there's so many. There are a bunch of groups out there that make their living doing live streams, doing paranormal,
shit.
Yeah, paranormal stuff, like going to sites where there's supposedly a bunch of activity and just posting videos of it. Yeah.
So, a man was jailed for attacking a stranger with a seagull.
Where was this?
Was it you?
This was in the Chester Zoo.
Motherfucker.
Chester? Chester where?
Yeah, it hasn't been good. I don't know. GBH? Great Britain.
Okay.
The first one was killed by a monkey that plucked it from the air at Chester Zoo, and now one has been used to cause GBH. Paul Elcombe, 29, picked up the live seagull, then threw it at a stranger before he launched a vicious attack, kicking and punching the stranger. The assault was so violent that he left his victim with a broken jaw. This is in Plymouth Crown Court, so it's definitely in England again. He was on his way home following a 2-day drink and drug bender when he came across the seagull, which was lying in the road injured. He then started showing it to people in a nearby shop before throwing it at his victim.
Jesus.
Elcombe then beat him with his fists, feet, and a belt. As a result of the random attack, he was jailed for over a year and was given another 2 weeks for failing to show up to his trial.
Damn.
Dang. I mean,
So he beat somebody with a seagull?
he beat him with a seagull.
And you're sure this person's name wasn't Yoda?
Who knows?
Rockin' and a rollin', down to the beach I'm strolling, but the seagull's poking my head, not fun. Seagulls, stop it now. Okay.
So,
I had to go all the way.
earlier in the week,
All the way or not at all?
I read about this gigantic asteroid the size of a stadium that was to fly past the Earth on July the 24th. They said it was heading right straight for Earth, but this article that I'm reading, which is from NDTV, says that NASA has classified the orbit of the asteroid under the category of most dangerous asteroids. A gigantic asteroid is heading towards Earth at a very high speed and will fly past the planet on July the 24th. The asteroid named 2008 GO-20 is estimated to be the size of a stadium or 3 times the size of the Taj Mahal.
My
NASA
God.
said that the asteroid is hurling towards the planet at a speed of 18,000 miles an hour, which is an average of 8 miles per second. Given this high speed, anything that crosses the path of the asteroid will be destroyed due to the impact. According to NASA's database of near-Earth objects, the asteroid has a diameter of 220 meters and will be flying at a distance of 28 trillion... I don't know what this number is. 28, 70, 847, 607.
How many numbers are there? I mean, how many zeros?
Well, there's no
commas?
there's like 3 commas, but the thing is that it says 28, 70. It doesn't say like 701 or 700.
It could be to the 76 power or 70.
I don't know. It says kilometers. This is roughly 8 times the distance between Earth and the Moon. NASA has said that the asteroid will safely move past Earth. However, the orbit of the 2008 GO-20 has been classified as Apollo. This category holds the most dangerous asteroids. An Apollo category asteroid is one that has a near-Earth orbit. It gets its name from the 1862 Apollo asteroid that was discovered by the German astronomer Karl Reinmuth. Even though the probability of the asteroid hitting Earth is minuscule, NASA is positive that it will fly past the planet. The space agency is continuously monitoring the object.
I ain't got nothing better to do.
Now, last night, or today...
Today?
It was today.
It was today.
It was today.
Okay. Was
Where
a good
did it
day.
go? Oh, an asteroid. Here it is. An asteroid the size of a bus flew by Earth today, and you can watch it live online. So you can watch it right now. It said, starting at 2:30 EDT, which
Eastern Daylight Time.
6:30 GMT, General Mountain Time.
Yeah?
18:30, so 6:30 p.m. So you could be watching it. Well, for us, they're an hour behind us, so we could be watching it right now. Just FYI, you can watch a big asteroid make a safe flyby of Earth today.
A
Mark-
safe flyby, being the keyword.
From any spot with good internet access. Weather permitting, the Virtual Telescope Project will live stream telescope views of the recently found asteroid 2022 ES3, which will pass by our planet just slightly within the orbit of the Moon. The broadcast starts at 2:30 p.m. EDT, 18:30 GMT, and you can watch it in the video feed that I guess we can we post it? Well, I guess it'll be too late when the show's over.
Yeah. Unless somebody records and puts on YouTube or something.
Yeah, well, it's on YouTube. Some of it is.
Oh, okay.
But, like, there's a live stream of it right now. And, so that's happening right now as we speak.
As we speak.
And that's...
All right, man.
That's pretty much all I've got for that part of the show.
So now it's time for conspiracies?
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Thunder K, that's your cue, man.
Why do
we have-
the sushi news?
Yeah.
The conspiracies.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Enough of the melodic game
so
music.
King Tut's alien dagger conspiracies have gotten insane.
Alien dagger?
There's a dagger that came out of King Tut's tomb
Thought you were gonna say his ass.
that has, I guess,
Tutankhamun.
information about aliens. It says the twisting of real and fascinating archaeology involving extraterrestrial metals into bizarre theories is very frustrating. Okay, so the dagger is made out of a metal that's not from this earth. So in 1925, Howard Carter entered the tomb of Tutankhamun, unleashing a fictional curse, a photogenic boy pharaoh, and a new wave of Egyptomania upon the world. As beguiling as his iconic death mask is, it was not the only striking object in his tomb. Tucked among his burial wrappings were 2 exquisitely made daggers, one made entirely of gold and a second one with a gold hilt and a metal blade.
Damn.
Unusually, the iron dagger is more valuable. This is because when King Tut was buried during the 18th dynasty around 1352 BC, the smelting technology that allows people to heat iron had yet to be discovered. Okay, so that's what it is.
Okay, not smelling, but smelting.
I said smelting.
I know. I'm just making a stupid
gotcha.
reference.
Where did the dagger come from? It was a mystery that recent research may have solved. The blade of the dagger is made of a kind of rust-resistant iron. The beautifully decorated sheath and hilt reveal an extraordinary level of craftsmanship, given that contemporaries of Tutankhamun could not make iron themselves. The iron must have come from somewhere else, and so, for some time, archaeologists have assumed that the dagger has extraterrestrial origins. For scientists, what that means is that the blade was constructed out of a metallic meteorite that was discovered nearby. Even before the Iron Age began, circa 1200 BC, humans had been pounding implements out of space iron, and thus it was reasonable to suppose that the dagger from outer space was constructed out of this valuable yet rare ancient resource. So, I don't know what the conspiracy theories are. Let's go look at those.
Okay.
What is it?
What is it?
Okay. So,
Conspiracy is that people find this enjoying.
3,500 years ago, ancient people used metals from the sky to forge tools that were stronger than any that had been previously made using the earthly materials. This practice can help explain why some ancient Jews thought the angels taught humanity the science of metallurgy. Never heard of this.
Oh, that's the
Metallurgy?
science of making toys out of movies.
And why
Yeah,
many
making action figures.
Are you talking about metallurgy or metallurgy?
metal? There's two L's.
Metallurgy.
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 Okay. And why many ancient civilizations saw meteorites as gifts from the gods. The utilization of meteoric iron in the making of high-status objects like royal daggers and ancient jewelry illustrates the important connection between the history of religion and still didn't say anything about conspiracy. So I feel like the conspiracy here is that it's from the aliens. And this is another thing to bring in the aliens with the Egyptians. 100%, they're constantly talking about hieroglyphics showing aliens in the hieroglyphics, technology that should not have been available, obviously showing it was available, and there's so many different things that are happening in Egypt when it comes to aliens.
Yeah, there is so much mystery revolving around ancient Egyptian civilization, from that to how the pyramids were made, as being one of the seven wonders of the world. It's unreal.
It is, and it's an odd place too, because it's like one of those places where it's connecting two continents to each other. You know, it's like right there.
Africa and Europe, yeah.
Right, and so it's like right there on the edge, and I'm like, why Egypt? Why did they choose this place?
I don't know.
What significance would this have for
Society, yeah.
UFOs for them to choose?
Civilization, rather.
Yeah.
Not society.
So anyway, that's what that one is, and then my next conspiracy theory
Next
is,
conspiracy theory is?
and this is one that honestly, I haven't even heard this theory. I've thought about it. It's like a theory that I thought about and other people are coming about, and I'm like, wow, they're thinking the same thing. And I'm like, I don't think it's, obviously if I've thought about it, I'm making it up in my head, so it's not real, but it's a possibility. So QAnon embraces Russia conspiracy theories on Ukraine labs. So here's the deal. The United States has 330 labs out there in the world everywhere. And because they have those labs, it has come to our attention that the Ukraine has labs that we've done work in to analyze viruses.
Okay.
And the Pentagon
Seems plausible.
Pentagon spokesman John Kirby on Wednesday denied accusations from Russia
That sucks.
that the U.S.
Get that? It's
Yeah.
Kirby. That sucks.
yeah
Sorry.
that the U.S. had bioweapons labs in Ukraine, but QAnon conspiracy theorists have already widely spread Russia's claims throughout its communications channels. Evidence also shows many members of QAnon believe a baseless theory that the Russian war is actually a secret mission backed by former President Donald Trump, which is not one I've heard, by the way.
Whoa.
This is new. This is new for me. I'm reading this. I'm learning about this.
You saw the video. Did you see the video of Marco Rubio questioning?
Father was a bald tiger, and he took the white guy walking in the sunshine.
Yeah, and he was.
Yes.
He was saying, does Ukraine have biological weapons? And she goes, we have biological. She was really careful about her wording.
Yes.
We have biological research in Ukraine.
Exactly.
Oh, when you say she, you're referring to Jen Psaki, correct?
No.
Who?
It was a secretary of something. I can't
Let's
remember.
see. We have biological.
Oh, whoa, damn, dude.
Damn.
Uh-oh, something happened.
Gonna knee the shit out of that desk.
It doesn't even need it.
Of course, I wanted to talk. I tripped on it, and the whole damn thing collapsed in half while I was fucking blitzed. We always circle back to that occurrence.
When did that happen? I don't remember that.
Well, you weren't here in person.
I was kidding.
Yeah.
I remember it very vividly. I laughed at you as you tumbled
Yeah.
around.
Okay. What was her name?
I'm more interested in what her position was.
Yeah, this is what it says.
Position?
U.S. says Ukraine diagnostic biodefense labs have no biological weapons.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. The spokesperson
Uh,
asked by Florida Senator Marco Rubio whether Ukraine had biological or chemical weapons. U.S. Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs Victoria Nuland testified Tuesday that Ukraine has biological research facilities, which in fact we are quite concerned that Russian forces may be seeking to gain control of.
yeah,
So,
the whole world has already come to that conclusion.
yeah, so anyway, back to the Donald Trump thing. Yeah, so they're saying it's baseless,
theory.
but is it baseless? I mean, we've just experienced the coronavirus that
Yeah.
came out of a lab,
It did.
and that
Yeah.
could be considered a bioweapon because you could really break down the society if you had a strong enough virus that we couldn't find a cure for, right?
Yeah.
So if you're researching viruses, it can be considered a bioweapon. But anyway, so QAnon believe a baseless theory that the Russian war is actually a secret mission backed by former President Donald Trump to destroy clandestine bioweapon labs created by Dr. Anthony Fauci, the chief medical advisor to President Joe Biden.
Yep. As he was under Trump, too.
Yeah, NBC reported on March 4th that the theory was being spread during the American offshoot of the Freedom Convoy of protesting truckers in Washington, D.C. by members of QAnon, along with groundless claims that Fauci is trying to create a pathogen for a new pandemic. The conspiracists also falsely state he created the COVID-19 pandemic. I don't know if that's false, but
Nah.
State Department spokesperson Ned Price on the same day accused the Kremlin of spreading misinformation regarding outright lies that the United States and Ukraine are conducting chemical and biological weapons activities in Ukraine. So there's a lot of stuff that's floating around about Ukraine. It's very interesting, and I just have to say this. The people that are the politicians that are coming out in support for Ukraine are people like George Soros, Hillary Clinton, Bill Gates. All of these people have been linked to conspiracies involving the coronavirus and other kind of things that were released from a lab. And while Dr. Anthony Fauci may not be responsible for the COVID issue, he has been questions about testing that he's done, and he's done them on children. He's done them on adults. And one of the things that's out there right now is that the biolabs that are in the Ukraine, they're testing things out on humans. And that human trafficking is really running rampant in the Ukraine right now.
But does this theory also state that may be why Russia's actually attacking them, or
Yes.
or actually didn't Putin say that was part of
He was getting rid of
his
them.
reason for invading was that. But then at the same time, they're this close to taking over the capital, Kiev.
Well, and
I
at
mean,
the
if it
same
was
time-
really a controlled effort, he would have hit those particular spots,
But
not
if-
try to overrun the entire country.
If he were trying to be a hero here, he wouldn't go and be killing all the people that he's killing right now
Yeah.
in the Ukraine. So it doesn't make sense, this conspiracy theory.
I'll tell you,
Some of it does, some of it doesn't. You know, there's always truth on both sides. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
yeah,
there
what I don't
always is.
understand is, what is his end goal? To get Ukraine back?
know.
I mean, the thought process was he did not want the NATO to be on his border. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, kind of is on his border, but not only that, but his whole economy has been decimated because of this.
Yeah.
It has.
So what is
So many sanctions, so many seizures of billion-dollar assets from those that are in the Kremlin.
I mean, I've heard
And their
conspiracy
aristocracy.
theories that Putin is dying, and this is
His dying wish.
dying wish. And I was like, no, I don't think so, because I
He's only
don't
just-
think the oligarchs would back him up if that were the case.
It wouldn't be an age thing. It would be like an illness
Illness
like
thing.
cancer or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that old. He's, I think, 70 or 71. Yeah.
And then, so what is the end game? There's no
I don't
there's
know.
no resources in Ukraine that he's just got to have.
You know, but well, people said the same thing about our country, that George Bush, the Jr., the only reason why we went to Iraq was to finish his daddy's mission. So,
I don't know. Well, I
And
mean,
try
come
to-
on. Iraq had lots of oil. Let's be real.
oh yeah, that too.
I mean, so what does Ukraine have? It's not like they have lots of oil.
Right.
So what? I mean,
They have
I don't
nuclear
understand.
facilities.
They do have nuclear facility. Well,
I mean,
They have
not counting
nuclear,
Chernobyl
power.
because that place is
they have nuclear
not safe
power,
for
but
people
they
to
don't.
step foot on.
It's not like they have nuclear. They gave up their nuclear missiles, and we promised to protect them because we gave up their nuclear missiles.
Right.
So it's not like they have nuclear missiles there. Although, I mean, if I were Russia, I would be a little worried about somebody being real close, as close as Ukraine is with nuclear missiles. But at this point, we don't really need to be close to fire off nuclear missiles.
Right.
So,
So this isn't really a I'm changing now to a different story.
Okay.
This isn't a conspiracy theory yet,
Yet.
but it is something to think about.
So we
So
need to think about
there are people on the Twitterverse right now that are pleading with Elon Musk
the Twatterverse.
to deactivate Teslas in Russia. They want people who have Teslas in Russia to not be able to drive their vehicles,
Ridiculous.
which is all good and all good.
Good and
It's a
dandy.
it's a good intention. It's a good intention, but let's think about this for a second. So you've got one person that can control all of the vehicles in Russia that are electric, and you're saying shut the electric vehicles down. So our country is trying to get us to convert to all electric vehicles right now. And if we don't buy a Tesla and we buy, like, say, a GM product, or say the government starts trying to push out some sort of kind of vehicle or whatever, and part of the passing of laws includes the government has to have access to all electric vehicles to be able to shut them down, right? Especially if they're in a chase and they want to shut your vehicle down and pull you
Yeah.
over, right? What if the government decided to shut down everybody's vehicles because they didn't like what?
or if we went to some type of social credit score like China
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that.
Well, I mean, the other thing to think about is Joe Biden is also trying to start a United States cryptocurrency.
Yes, he is.
And what better way to control somebody is through their money.
Exactly.
So,
So there's a lot of thoughts that need to, I mean, I don't know if you want to grow that thought or not, but it's something to think about. If the government gets access to our electric vehicles and is able to shut the engines down, is that the kind of control that we want in our country? Don't we want our freedoms? That's not very free.
No.
If at any moment in time the government can say, okay, you can't drive your car anymore, bam, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, after 9/11, the biggest thing that happened, arguably, was the creation of the TSA, and we all have to go through screeners. I mean, at the most, to me, that's just an inconvenience.
Can't forget about the Patriot Act.
An extra time. Well, there is that, but I haven't heard about anybody coming forth and saying my life was fucked over thanks to the Patriot Act.
I just have a feeling that if we were to convert to electric vehicles, somebody out there would, and the government try to control them, somebody out there would invent something that could override that kind of control.
Well, I mean,
And then
first
we
of all,
would
let's think about
be
this for a
affected
minute.
by it.
I mean, they already have the ability to shut down people from driving. They can take your driver's license away, right?
I can still drive without a driver's license.
You can still drive.
We know someone who
somebody
drives
else.
without a driver's license.
Who?
You could also drive somebody else's car.
I'm not gonna name the person's
I
name.
see. Okay.
You could also drive somebody else's car.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, unless they get to the point where you have to log in with your username and password to drive the car or
That's so
something.
silly.
Well,
that would be
weird.
crazy.
The biggest restriction that's actually the biggest restriction today that can be legally implemented on a car to prevent you from driving it is a breathalyzer, and that's only if you've had so many DUIs or DWIs.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
later,
that-
that's
to-
we're talking
to-
about. Say they
Yeah.
changed the laws.
Yeah, I was gonna say that law wasn't a law until like the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
whenever the technology came around, right?
Right. So
yeah.
they changed the law to where so all you have to do is prove that the technology works, and then you can change the laws to benefit you in whatever way.
Yeah.
So even though that's legal, I mean, and what I'm talking about, it's not legal yet. It's not even thought about yet. Who knows if it's illegal or legal because there's no laws on it yet.
Right.
And with that being said, don't you think that if Elon was able to shut down cars in Russia, that now the government would try to go in and put some sort of control over that, saying you may be able to do that, but in the United States, if you do that, you will be fined if you shut down someone's car. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So they'll create new laws if someone does something like that.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, Elon is not like that. He's the type of person that said, I'm not getting involved in this shit.
Yeah, he's a capitalist. He's not a politician.
You're not going to try to control me. A lot of governments are trying to get him to block out the Russian TVs from other countries. He's like, I'm not stopping freedom of speech. You can forget about that. Like, I'm not going to be a part of this.
Yeah, I mean, well,
And-
he's from South Africa, and he may have grown up during the apartheid. So if he did, then he can speak firsthand of what it was like
Yeah.
to be suppressed.
But that won't
He may not be old enough, though.
But that won't stop other. That's what I'm saying. That won't
'Cause he's
stop
like our age.
other car dealers, car manufacturers
Right.
from doing just what I'm talking about.
Right, right.
Okay, so that's it. That's all I have today.
Okay, time for riddles. Riddle the Robotuner, or riddles from Sushi.
All right.
These are fun. I like
Are
these.
you guys ready?
I am ready.
I know a word
Ready
of
for riddles.
letters 3. Add 2. Oh no, I've already told y'all that one.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, it's fewer.
No,
Yeah.
not this one.
The word is few.
Yeah. Okay, here's one. You throw away the outside and cook the inside. Then you eat the outside and throw away the inside. What did you just eat?
Robotuner?
Mm-hmm.
An egg?
No.
No, shit.
What was that again?
You throw away the outside and cook the inside. Then you eat the outside and throw away the inside. What did you just eat?
You eat the outside and then you throw away the inside.
No, let me say it again. You throw away the outside and cook the inside. Then you eat the outside and throw away the inside.
Alex, you tried a banana?
No.
You don't really cook bananas. I mean, you can.
Banana nut bread.
Yeah, true.
But what did you throw away that was on the inside of a banana?
I know what it is. Fuck.
Fukara.
You throw away the outside and cook what's on the inside. You throw away.
Nope. You eat the
You
outside
eat the outside.
and throw away the inside.
It's really simple, actually.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
You figure out there's no one
Did
in
you already
chat.
answer?
I already did answer, but I know what the answer is now.
Is it a corn dog?
No.
No.
What do you throw away on the inside of a corn dog?
The stick?
Oh, it could be,
No,
but
but
that's
you
not
have
what
to,
it is.
you have to eat the
Okay.
outside.
Yeah, there's nothing you throw away on the outside of a corn dog.
Yeah, you do. I throw away the corn and I eat the hot dog.
You're such a weirdo. It's corn.
Well, why didn't you just make a hot dog then? Jesus.
It's corn.
Wait, the answer is corn?
The answer is corn.
I was
Corn.
thinking an avocado.
Oh,
You
okay.
peel open the outside, and then there's a layer in the middle that's a seed that you throw out.
I don't.
Or you can plant it in the ground to grow your
But
own.
you still can throw it out.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So an avocado would work in that
Sushi's
situation,
trying to
too.
make her own grow her own avocado.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I give you a group of 3. One is sitting down and will never get up. The second eats as much as it's given to him, yet is always hungry. And the third goes away and never returns. What are they? These are all inanimate objects.
Wait, what?
These are all, I'm just going to give you another hint because this one's going to be really hard.
Okay.
These are all inanimate objects. I give you a group of 3. One is sitting down and will never get up. The second eats as much as is given to him, yet is always hungry. And the third goes away and never returns.
Chair, table, plate.
No.
Robotuner?
Mm-hmm.
Mice?
No.
It's just
How is mice 3?
3 blind mice.
It's 3 different things.
I'm stretching.
I know.
These are hard, but I like them.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're Robotuner.
I know I'm Robotuner.
Then why'd you say you're
One
stretching?
sits, never gets up. One eats and never gets full. And one leaves and never comes back. Sink with a drain.
No. A stove sits down and never gets up. A fire eats as much as is given to him, yet is always hungry. And smoke goes away and never returns.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this one was hard because I would have never thought to relate the 3 of those.
The way you said it made it seem like there was 3 separate things.
It was.
Yeah, and I don't associate, a stove with sitting down.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, it sits upon us in one area and doesn't
what
move.
part of that made you think it was less than 3 things?
Well, stove could also be. Oh wait, never mind.
Okay.
We could create a
Here's
fire
the next
and
one.
vent the smoke.
Here's the next one.
Okay, next one.
I drive men mad for the love of me. Easily beaten, never free. What am I?
Robotuner.
Uh-huh.
Sushi.
No. Dang, any chance you get.
Repeat it again.
For the love of me, I drive men mad for the love of me. Easily beaten, never free. What am I?
Alcohol.
No.
Alex can turn money.
You beat alcohol?
Sure. Why not?
You beat money?
Yeah.
How about gold?
Gold. You beat gold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Platinum?
guess if you want to not refine it, but I guess mining for gold.
You get
You pick
gold,
it,
gold
yeah.
fever.
We also turn it into bars
Oh, yeah.
and jewelry. So eventually you're going to have to hit it with a hammer somewhere.
Yeah.
You heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I die till you call me again.
My Sharona.
Say it again, please.
You heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I die till you call me again.
Jesus. No, that's not my answer. I was just saying
Telephone line.
No.
Robotuner?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's name?
No.
No.
Repeat it again. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
You heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I die till you call me again.
Alex can turn your voice.
No. Sort of. But that's not the answer. An echo. Echo, echo, echo.
I was wondering if it was Echo. The name, saying a name seemed
I
more
have not been
plausible.
taking score.
Nobody's won anything.
Nobody's got it in any of these.
Oh, okay.
I go around in circles, but always straight ahead. I never complain no matter where I am led. What am I?
I go in circles, but always straight ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I never complain even where I'm led. Well, that's a hard one. Just like my penis.
Robotuner?
Mm-hmm.
A merry-go-round?
No.
Hmm.
Merry-go-round, stay in one place.
I know, but they go in circles. That's
Alex,
the first thing I
the
thought
intern, a mule or a donkey?
No.
of. Oh, okay.
Nope, that's still another...
I had another guess. All right, what about you, Thunder K? Still thinking?
One more time.
I go around in circles, but always straight ahead. I never complain no matter where I am led. What am I?
A hurricane.
Nope. A wheel.
A wheel, okay. My other guess would have been a roller coaster. You have those tulips.
What has 6 faces but does not wear makeup and 21 eyes but cannot see?
One has 6 faces but no makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Has 26 eyes but cannot see.
21 eyes.
21 eyes but cannot see.
How many faces?
6.
6. Man, this one's tough. Shit.
Can I buy a vowel?
This isn't Wheel of Fortune, dude.
Okay, E.
E. E.
Okay, I'll tell you this. It's a 4-letter word.
Fuck.
Yeah.
E?
There's no
Where
E
does
in
E
that.
come in fuck?
I don't think that was his answer. He was just saying it.
I didn't say my name.
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't say your name the last time either. Of course, neither did Alex.
I didn't have to. I was the last one. So
Yeah.
Y'all give up yet?
Yes, I do.
Anybody else?
I gave up a long time ago.
Alex?
Alexi.
Moon.
No. It's called a dice.
Oh,
Boo.
Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain on Earth?
Robotuner. Mount Kosciuszko.
No.
Yeah, that's the highest point in Australia. I know that.
Nope.
So this is just a question, not a riddle.
Nope,
Okay.
this is a riddle.
Wait, it is?
Yeah?
Oh shit. I was getting a logical answer.
Say it again.
Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain on Earth?
Oh, I thought you said highest point. Okay.
Alex, the intern here knows.
No, what the fuck, man?
Whoa, I wasn't saying anything about your note. Oh,
You're
fuck.
disqualified.
That's some fucked up shit. I wasn't talking about you. I don't even think about you that much.
Wow.
God damn.
Want to disqualify me? I'll fuck you up.
You ain't fucking nobody up.
I give up.
Mount Everest? Duh.
That's
Oh.
fucked up.
I was thinking it was Mount Everest.
So
I
it,
said,
yeah,
That can't be. That's stupid. Why would that be
It's
it?
a riddle.
yeah. So I get it. So it always was the highest point on Earth. I was just thinking about from the standpoint of discovered
Yeah.
highest point on Earth.
What has hands yet cannot clap?
Robotuner.
Mm-hmm.
A clock.
Correct.
Thank God, somebody's
Wow.
gonna win this.
What can you catch but not throw?
Robotuner.
Yeah.
A cold.
Correct.
I was gonna say AIDS, but
The more,
Oh shit.
the more there is, the less you see. What am I?
Alex the intern holes.
No.
Say it again, please.
The more there is, the less you see. What am I?
Light?
No.
I don't know. Have you ever driven down the road at sundown?
The more there is, the less you see.
I
Yeah,
heard you.
because the sun's right in your eyes.
Darkness.
You already guessed.
That's the answer.
Robotuner, darkness.
Correct.
Darkness.
Gotta
Alright.
be faster, Dad.
All right, one more.
One more.
Break me and I'll cage you. Obey me and I'll save you. What am I?
Break me and I'll cage you. What's the second part of it?
Obey me and I'll save you.
Oh, man. I'm thinking this is a little too deep on this one. Robotuner? A mirror?
No.
Okay. I don't know then. Yeah.
Alexander?
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
No.
Thunder K, the law.
Correct.
Wow.
Bring.
How did you know that?
I just thought of the stupidest answer I can come up with. And
It actually turned out to be right.
All right, who's the winner?
I am
Robotuner.
Okay.
for my birthday weekend.
Yay.
All right, let's get out of here, peeps. Once again, if you have a subject you'd like for us to talk about on the show, did you happen to check our email, Sushi? Okay. You could send us an email to robotuner2020@gmail.com. Call and leave us a voicemail at 682-325-1379. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at The Robotuner across all 3 platforms. And we go live most Sundays beginning at 7 p.m. Central Time. We is out of here. See you next week. Red Pants. And we're done.
We're not dumb. Well, maybe Shelly.